Hello everyone, this is Global Fashion Workshop. I remind you that we post new videos every day. I also want to remind you that some of my video courses are already available. Buy them if you haven't done it yet. I would really appreciate your support. Today we continue working on the dress of the complicated design. I've already shown you how to make a pattern for it, how to cut the details, and how to prepare them for taking the dress itself. Have a look at the front details. They are put on the table face up. I've already tacked the face into the lining. The outer and the inner details are identical. I need to pin them together along the edge of the button stand. Be very attentive. There is a spacing seam in the center front. It's very important to make it. I need to join the other pair of details the same way. I'm going to ask Natalie to stitch them along the bottom and the button stand of the camera. The width of the seam is 7 mm. After that, I'll continue working. Have a look at the front details. They were edged with the facing. I'm going to turn them right side out and tack the seam to one of the sides. I'll ask Natalie to tack one of the details, and I'll tack the other one. I'm taking the edge with the bias stitches. Of course, you can press the seam open from the inside to make it more thin and soft. We're not going to do it because this is just a mock-up. It would have taken too much time. What I want to show you is how to tack the garment. I want to show you the order of actions. This side is ready. Have a look at it. This is the center front. The first front detail is ready. I remind you that we've already stitched the facing and the lining to it. The second detail is ready as well. I need to join the spacing seams on the center front. I'll be working with them as if it's just one detail. We'll attach buttons here later. I hope that everything is clear so far. This is the center front. We've already stitched the facing and the lining to the front details. Do not forget to make sure that the notches on the waistline match. I can move the lining for the skirt aside. I'll be working just with the main fabric. I need to make a notch here to mark the position of the pin tuck. It should be about 1 centimeter long. Make notches on the both sides. They should match. Next, I need to join the skirt and the bodice from the side seam to this point. Do not forget about 1 cm seam allowance. The other side should be tacked the same way. I'll pin the details and then Natalie will stitch them off the camera. The design of the dress is very interesting. Have a look at the notch and the seam allowance of the tuck. As I've said, Natalie will stitch the details off the camera. She will stitch the other side the same way. The side seams have to match. The end of the seam should be in the checkpoint. When Natalie stitches the details, I'll continue working. Have a look at the result. Natalie has stitched the details of the waist seam up to the notch. Next, we need to stitch this dart from the dart top to the waistline. Here's the dart top. Be very attentive. The notches on the waistline have to match. It's very important. I'll pin the sides together and Natalie will stitch them. I'll show you what to pay attention to. The dress is a pretty complicated design. It takes quite a lot of time to sew it. Shall I still show you such garments? What do you think? I hope that at least some of you are patient enough to make such complicated dresses. Be very attentive. The seam should run from the dart top to the waist seam, but not below it. Stitch the dart up to this line. It's very important. I hope that it's clear. You need to stitch the other dart the same way. We're working just with the detail of the main fabric, not the lining. Have a look at the result. Natalie has stitched the details off the camera. I've decided to pin the mock-up on the dummy. The bottom of the button stand is edged. This side will be set into this opening and will be covered with a pleat. We still have a lot of work ahead. I hope that everything is clear so far. I'm going to detach the mock-up. To do that, I need to take the pins out. I really like the design. I wasn't sure about it before. You can see that it's pretty hard to sew such dresses. In order not to confuse you, I'd better continue working with it next time. I'll show you how to sew this part. This is the most complicated detail in the dress. That's all for today. Be different and beautiful. My name is Irina Paukshte. Subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Goodbye.